What's up guys, my name is Jason. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an analyst saying that Tesla will have zero sales in China by 2030. But before we get into the video, if you want to get started or you already do invest, go ahead and use the first link in the description to get a free stock from Robinhood when you open an account with them. Not only does it help me and the channel, but you get a free stock that could be worth up to $200. But anyways, let's get back to the video.
It has certainly been a volatile month for Tesla shareholders with the surge on the run-up to the stock split and then the sell-off that followed the company's battery day last week. Shares of Tesla are down roughly 20% this month. Let's bring in Adam Jonas. He is an analyst for Tesla at Morgan Stanley. And Adam, you've got this price target of $272 a share, certainly one of the bearish ones on the market. You've had an equal weight rating, though, on the stock. So help me square the two here. A pretty bearish call with $272 a share, but still an equal weight.
Yeah, I mean, the range of outcomes for Tesla is very wide. We're kind of gasping for breath as, frankly, the retail investors got this right. I think the long-term software, internet, tech-oriented investor that is comping this company versus a range of other 25 or 30 or 40 or 50% CAGR companies, that's the lens to use. And we need to see, in order to get our target substantially above where we are today, we have to keep working with I kind of need to be a community organizer and keep working with our battery people, our tech and internet experts to stay ahead of the curve. And it does take industrial kind of crusty folks like myself out of their comfort zone. So look, our bull case is 527. To get there, I need them to sell about 5 or 6 million units a year by 2030. That's about double what we currently forecast.
Sir, Elon Musk literally said that they could be doing 20 million cars by 2030. So either your estimates are way off, which, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but it's either that or Elon was just really stretching it. But you have to take into account that Tesla sandbags a lot. I know this may be with their battery capabilities and their car's infrastructure, but you still have to realize that they do sandbag a lot. And I'm not saying that this could be a sandbag, but it has the potential to be. I mean, at the moment, who's really stopping them? Or even close to them? But to this Morgan Stanley analyst, you can believe whatever you want. Just don't be spewing nonsense all over the internet. It's just that it's not that hard to do.
But to go higher than that, and frankly, investors we're talking to, they want to add a zero to this thing and think that Tesla can be the most valuable company in the world. And to do that, you ain't doing it with cars. You got to go to units times price. You got to go software as a service. You need full autonomy. And those are things we think investors need more evidence of, particularly on autonomy, where we think it's still massively overhyped. We need more evidence there for investors to be compensated.
I mean, autonomous driving is going to happen. I can tell you that much. If you can't see the evidence, you must be doing a really job. Like, all you have to do is type on Google, Tesla autonomous driving, and you get this. Like, if you paid attention, you'd know that Elon Musk literally said that Tesla has to rewrite their autopilot software. But that's obviously not going to take the same amount of time as them writing the previous version.
And Adam, I know you've talked about that even before Battery Day last week, but one of the other things that you note here is that Tesla alone can't get there. You've talked about this call to arms to governments, to suppliers, investors, engineering talent. I mean, what specifically are you looking for if you're talking just government policies here that can be supportive for Tesla?
I mean, look, coming out of COVID, governments are left with kind of closer to social disorder and unrest, if not actually seeing it. They're left with potentially structurally higher unemployment or higher for longer. They're left with a populace that are seeing our planet be destroyed, and they want change. And you know, Elon, it's kind of the right place at the right time. He wants to go around the world. I'd follow his tail number. He's going to be talking to governments everywhere. And I think the pitch is, look, I got the smartest people in the world working on chemistry and solar and Internet of Cars. But for and I'm in position being a 400 billion gorilla now, I can spend big bucks. But for every 10 billion I spend, I need you spending 100. Let's do business together. I'll bring you jobs and a sustainable future, and you help let me set the hegemony. That's the pitch. It's happened before in other industries and other centuries, and he feels it's his time now.
Adam, what does this mean, I guess, as far as investing and looking at Tesla? for its battery technologies outside of the auto industry? Is it really just the vehicles, or is it a broader sense of they'll be able to bring this to bear on electrical infrastructure on an industrial scale for towns and cities?
All right, let me answer this one for you guys before Morgan Stanley's biggest bull does. When it comes to Tesla's battery technology, if they even have enough powertrains to be giving out like that, they'll be selling them to companies like Ford and GM. But if they don't have enough powertrains to just be giving out like that, then y'all are screwed. And that's just going to be helping Tesla increase their market share if these automakers can't make their own powertrains. Because when it comes down to it, we all know that Tesla's improving their batteries at a rate that no one can even catch up to. Like the way they improve how you can fit more cells into the battery pack just by removing the modules, just to make their car feel so much more smoother when you're making a turn. It's really just the little things with this company. But I'll try not to bore you with that kind of stuff, so let's just continue.
So it starts with autos, and that gets them the scale first. To then be able to get the costs down and then the recycling infrastructure in place to then turn on the grids and do stationary storage, to turn on, more affordable home storage, and then these other alternative uses. But right now, the automotive battery pie is more than enough to move the needle. Maybe not enough for them to make their own vehicles. They would need to kind of sell the $15,000 or $20,000 powertrain skateboard, so to speak, to virtually every auto company in the world. That you need something like that to justify the price. But just again, this company may have arguably the largest TAM in the world at a time when investors are paying an enormous premium for innovation. I would challenge you to find a company that's innovating at a faster, more audacious rate than Elon Musk's company. What we think is being ignored, though, is that the auto industry going forward is not going to be global, in our opinion. There'll be national champs. Tesla and other U.S. OEMs will have to find a solution outside of China because they won't be able to compete in the way they are today. You got to make room for the TerraCap companies like the Amazons and Apples, who are also developing batteries and transportation that are the real competition, right? And then the reality that autonomy might be closer to 20 years away than 5.
He started off so good. Oh my God. All right, this video is probably getting on the longer side of where I would want it to be. He started off good, but then that little last 20-second statement that he just said, I really could care less to say anything about that. So I'll just leave it at that. If you want to watch the rest of it, I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys that do want to watch the rest of this interview. But if you made it this far though, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below what you thought about this interview. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.